This is Pete Lampasona reporting for theFightNerd.com, this time anyway. I'm here with Rob Hewitt, the owner and proprietor of the World MMA Awards. Now, the award show, this is sort of the first televised award show that's ever been like with MMA as an industry. I was wondering what inspired you to come up with it in the first place?
Well, it was part of our long-term business plan when we first launched Fighters Only. So the magazines, the clothing, everything else that runs from the brand was part of a long idea we had a long time ago, and the awards was a prominent thing as well. So it was just the timing, really. You had to time it right to do the launch, and 2 years ago when we launched it, the first awards was just in the magazine online. That was good time for that, but last year was the right time for a live event, and I think we hit the timing spot on, and this year is going to be even bigger and better, so you know, it's perfect really.
Now, I noticed the broadcast that you did last year. You said that was the first time you did a televised one. I watched the broadcast. I noticed the presentation, it was a little cheeky. You had a lot of comedy in there, sometimes a little more than maybe a straight award like the Emmys. Is that just how it's going to be handled from here on out? Is it just sort of a more fun award show?
Well, it's going to be a signature thing, definitely, the comedy. You know, the video skits which we did is definitely a signature thing of the awards. And we want it to be fun, you know, we want it to be glamorous, we want it to be professional, which it was, but at the same time we want it to be entertaining as well, and you know, to have the comedy, to have the fun, to get the right atmosphere, because it is a celebration at the end of the day, so to get that comedy aspect of it's perfect, and you'll see some more comedy this year for sure. We've got some really funny stuff planned.
Now, being completely selfish and plugging here, this is, I'm sort of a grassroots reporter, if you haven't heard of me. I'm big like locally, and I put this big push around all the local promotions and things like that to nominate me for the whole Best MMA Journalist.
All right, yeah.
Now, if I got, let's say, just to get an idea of the field, let's say I got me and maybe 1,500 of my closest friends to nominate me. Where'd you place my odds of actually, if not getting an award, making it into the list?
I think you're going to have to get a few more friends. We had 124,000 people vote there last year, and you know, so 1,500, you maybe going to have to do a little bit more polling. But everybody who got involved there last year ran it like a presidential campaign. So you know, all the Fight Nerd fans who want you to win, you know, it's got to get online and vote.
I noticed like you did have awards like that, like the Best MMA Journalist, the Man of the Year, awards that most people don't immediately think of when they think MMA. Was that just your first thought, like you want to do something for every aspect of the business?
Every aspect of the business, yeah. You know, it's not just the fighters and the people that you see on the camera and the television that make this industry tick. It's everyone backstage, it's everybody, the executives, you know, everybody as a whole, the journalists, you know, everybody plays their part in making the industry a success. So, you know, we wanted to get categories that everybody could get involved in and, you know, celebrate the successes of those that do well, you know. So the journalists, the media sources, the people who make the t-shirts, obviously the executives that run the promotions and makes everything happen, to the fighters, the trainers, the cut men, everybody and everybody. We've got new awards this year for the referees. We didn't have a referee award there last year, so, you know, we want to celebrate the fact that, you know, no matter what your opinion is, good or bad, about a referee's decision, you know, you can have your say and say who's the best.
Now, with the whole, you mentioned you added the referee. I'm not sure if you added any more. Maybe you could tell me after I finish wording this question. But with the new additions, was that something that you had planned all along but didn't know how big it could make the award ceremony, or was that just a new idea?
Well, no, obviously to grow and evolve, you know, you have to evolve. The thing needs to be fluid. So we polled about 2,000 or 3,000 people who voted there last year, got their feedback, what they thought was good and what was bad. We did interviews in the magazine, we had people on radio shows, on websites that all gave us feedback, industry feedback, and we took all that on board, listened to everybody's comments, and then developed the new awards. The referee award was something which a lot of people shouted out for. There was one award, European Fighter, which people queried. That's now changed to International Fighter. And just for clarity, that award is there to celebrate people from the minority country, what we call the minority countries for MMA, i.e. not the North and South America, where this is the home and the real hotspot for MMA, but people in Australasia, you know, in Europe, in Russia, you know, all the other places around the world where arguably there's not as much training facility, there's not as much fighting background like wrestling pedigrees and things like that, but people who have succeeded coming from those sort of areas. And then there's a couple of industry awards. Shorts and gloves has gone, and that's been replaced with best technical clothing and best technical equipment, and best MMA brand's gone because that was the award which fans voted on that they didn't understand the most. So
all right, well, I believe that's all we have. Thank you very much for your time.
No problem. Thanks a lot. I'd just like to thank our sponsors as well, bodybuilding.com, presenting sponsors of the awards this year. They're making it all happen. And the Palms as well for giving us a fantastic venue to hold the awards. 1st of December, fans can buy tickets, but please everybody go online, worldmmawards.com, and cast your vote.
For me specifically, Peter Lampasona.